Welcome you and all to another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast where we talk about Latino everything. Today we have an amazing episode out of this world because we have born in Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico. She grew up in Laredo, Texas. She has over 1 million views on her YouTube channel and many other channels. Also known for her versatility and natural presence on stage. She's an actress, singer, entrepreneur. She has gained worldwide attention because of her music. She has been featured on magazines, interviews, worldwide television, and more. We have Christi Lux, la supernova, la reina del flow en la casa. Hello.
Raya. Yo sola.
We're waiting for the cue. How you doing? El público.
No, ¿cómo estamos?
Did I get it all right?
Perfecto. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here, Crispin. It's always just sorry for last time.
No, we so good. We're all good. We already talked about it. I forgive it. I forgive you. I might not forgive, but I'll forgive you. It's all good. I know it was a good reason. Yeah, absolutely. Ready? So we're going to go ahead and start with a segment that I like to call Preguntas al Chile. Preguntas al Chile are fun words.
Preguntas al Chile.
Like that. If you have not subscribed to the channel, check out the graphics Carlos put together. Make sure you go and check them out. ¿Estás lista?
Lista.
¿Segura?
Segurísima.
Okay. Tacos o torta?
Tacos.
Corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
Corn, pero hechas a mano.
Yeah. Gorditas o sopes?
Gorditas de rajas. Con queso.
Con queso. Yeah. Jarritos o Fanta?
Fanta.
Fanta. Okay. Agua de horchata, jamaica o tamarindo?
Limonada.
Limonada?
Mitad limonada, mitad jamaica.
Really?
The taste
I never
is
had that before.
Amazing.
I'm gonna try it. Okay. Salsa verde, salsa roja?
Salsa verde de aguacate.
De aguacate.
Pues del pollo regio.
But does it have aguacate? Does it have the...
Bueno, hay una que es fake. They put the oil in it, but, if you put extra avocado, I will appreciate
Some
it.
put the zucchini squash instead of the aguacate.
I didn't know that, but...
I didn't know that either. I had it too. Okay, here's one that you might recognize, maybe not. I hope you do. Machaca o cabrito al pastor?
Oh, I like tacos de machaca.
Yeah?
I love it, actually.
That's from the región.
Yeah, del norte.
I do a little homework. Menudo pozole?
Menudo con pata.
Menudo con pata? Churros o flan?
Flan, choco flan.
Choco flan? Yeah. Choco flan. Nobody said choco flan. Valentina, Tapatio, Cholula or Tabasco hot sauce?
Cholula, I guess.
Cholula. Y the conchitas, the pastry breads, las brown ones, the white ones, or the pink ones?
Brown.
The brown ones? They do have a different flavor, right?
I thought it was chocolate. I don't know, but I just like the brown ones.
So somebody had mentioned that to me. I'm like, let me get informed. So I Googled it, and they actually do have different flavors. Like they're the chocolate ones.
I would think it would be a vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate. So, but I love chocolate.
Yeah, me too. Dark chocolate.
Yeah,
I like dark chocolate.
Okay.
I never had it. I will have it. Costa Rica, I'm coming just for the chocolate. Lista?
Yeah.
This one's, you're going to like this one.
Okay.
A conspiracy theory that you can almost guarantee it has to be true.
It's not a conspiracy theory. I'm just a very spiritual person, but I do believe that spiritual warfare.
Spiritual warfare?
Like
there's always something
versus
going on.
angels type of stuff. And I think it's all tied together with energy and stuff, but that's for another episode,
Yeah.
But I just kind of want to, I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
I can see that. Okay, since you like more conspiracy theories, give me a couple more.
I mean, this is not a conspiracy, like the whole government being involved in the rings and with children and the whole Illuminati type of stuff. It gets dark.
Yeah. I can see some of people up in power being weird and having different things.
The whole Illuminati thing, I just feel like
it's very strange. We're not invoking yet, so stay away, por favor. We're just saying, okay, we're going to move on from that one. So when you hear the word Latino or Latina, what comes to mind first?
I think Latino, like Italian Romance. I don't know the beginning of, I don't know, the Latin words,
the Romance languages, those that originated from Latin.
That's why I think that like the beginning of everything, yes.
Yeah, true to that. And do you mind if you are called Latina? Do you care if they call you Latina? Do you prefer people not calling you that?
I don't care, but I prefer Mexican.
You prefer Mexican? Because you were born in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. We were born in Mexico. So, okay. So, who is Christi Lux? I'm just kidding.
No. No.
Oh, man. Her and I had talked out before, and she had told me that some of the things that she preferred not to be asked, or it could be more exciting. And I'm like, let me ask her just to be funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
I want to see your face too when you had to sit there. Like, ya te había dicho. Okay, so no, I am curious about your name though.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for sure that Christi, because of Christian, your first name. But did you ever ask your parents what they named you Christian?
Well, yes.
It's usually like a boy's name typically.
Well, that's what people say.
Uh-huh.
They're more accustomed. They're like this boy's name, but it's actually a unisex name. I met many girls. Their name were Christians.
Nice.
But the reason why they named me was because I was the firstborn out of all the nietos, grandkids in my family.
You were the very first one.
The first one from both families. So from both sides, maternal and
paternal.
Paternal, yeah. So I guess it was like a war whose name was gonna be like, no, after my grandma, no, my grandma. So they decided to name me because my grandma on my dad's side, he's like, no, name her Luz, and my mom was like, okay, well then if you name her Luz after your mom, like my grandma too, Susana. So they named me Christian Luz Susana. Christian because at that time there was it's a popular actress, Christian Bach.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And so growing up, I hated the name Christian Luz Susana. It's like 3 names.
Oh, my nephew was born at the Longo. He has 3 names too. So it's pretty cool. I mean,
but in
usually
in Mexico, Christian Luz Susana, then like.
Pero what was your name in Mexico? What was your name in Mexico? Porque yo, when I was born, because I was born in Mexico, I was going to school till I was 11. Me decían Valentín because that's my middle name.
Okay.
So nice, había que me llamaba Crispin. Yeah, all that. But they never called me about Crispin. Nobody even knew. When I got to the States, though, I had to change. I had to be Crispin.
Okay.
For a long time. So what did they call you in Mexico?
In Mexico, I hated my name Christian because the first time I will go into a classroom, Christian, and they expect the boy.
Yeah.
So I will go by Susana. And it's funny because later on in life, I realized the power of the name.
Yeah.
And I actually love my name, Christian. But due to I don't know, when I give people my name, for some reason they don't remember. They call me others Cristina, Cristian, and not Christian, como es my actual name. So I just make it shorter, Christi. So
I feel you on that because Crispin, I don't know why it's so hard to call me. But you know what kind of names I gotten? Christmas.
Christmas.
Christian.
Christian.
Yeah. Crispy.
Because crispy.
Yeah. So you were not called Crispy at least. I had. So I can see why it would be problematic. But yeah, it's a nice name. Yeah. Your full name, the whole complete name is pretty cool.
Christian.
And then you have the boutique, which is Lux. So is that, and then you decided to incorporate it because people that were getting to know you in the boutique industry, they call you Lux mostly, right? So you just the Christi to remember you easier, and then the Lux because of the boutique. And that's how your name came to be?
Christi Lux.
Nice. ¿Y la Supernova?
Supernova yo me lo di porque I feel like I was born during the pandemic. So, I don't know, I love stars. I love everything about the Supernova, how it's like they come with power and it's, boom, that's how I feel. So it's like, I self-claim that name. So
I got you. I Googled it to try to find out what it meant. And I see how your career like came from like 2018, whenever maybe somebody didn't know you much. So all of a sudden it just
I actually came out on 2020, February 7th, 2020.
The actual name?
The actual, like me professionally.
Okay. I'm sorry. I seen in an interview it was 2018, but I don't know if you were just diving in there.
I was diving in there.
Got you. Okay. See, I did some homework. I was listening to some things. La Supernova. I like that. So around 12, I decided to leave Mexico. Your family brought you, kind of like myself, at about 11. And do you know why they decided to make their way to the U.S.? They went to Laredo, right?
Yeah, we were in Nuevo Laredo.
Yeah.
Well, my parents, my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom. My dad, he worked in the Laredo, Texas. So every day he would go back and forward. So at that time, the violence was not that bad.
Gotcha.
But for some reason, they're like, oh, we're just going to move and better future, I guess. And I just remember, it's like pieces. I just remember us moving and that's it.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit of transition because I didn't speak no English at all. So I had to learn the language.
I'll feel you on that too. I'm the same way. Pero yo crucé, like, I crossed illegally. Like,
Oh, really?
had to. How did y'all cross? Con visas?
I have my dad, he was born in the United States.
Oh, so you have citizenship.
No, I didn't have citizenship. I don't know. That's so weird. Like, I had a green card. He applied for a green card.
See, that's what I don't understand. Because supposedly, I don't know if it's true. Or maybe I got it misunderstood. Because Ted Cruz was born in Canada, but his parents were Americans. So he, by that default, he's American.
Honestly, I just think it was ignorance on my parents' part. Anyways,
was he born in the
San
U.S.?
Antonio.
So he is from here. See?
Yeah. So I think it's just ignorance. Really?
No, not really, because it's a little confusing again. Because my understanding, you should have been a citizen if you. Again, don't quote me on this, but based on what I know, because of freaking Teddy Cruz, he was born in Canada and he was able to run for president. I'm like, why is he able to run for president if he was born in Canada? But his parents were born in the U.S. It doesn't say 2 or 3 generations deep. It just says that his parents were born in the U.S. So by that default, he becomes a U.S. citizen.
Got it.
So you would be a U.S.
I should have been, but I'm already a U.S. citizen.
It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Same here too, though. And I no sé mucho. I said like last year, September?
2 years ago.
Yo apenas en septiembre. Even though ya me la debían. Whatever. So at 16, though, 16 years old, I decided to move around the DFW, the Dallas area?
No, I moved.
You moved by yourself?
I moved by myself.
At 16?
No, at 16, no.
Okay.
2013.
Okay, 2013.
2013.
No, but you were 16 or you were older than that?
I was older than that.
Okay.
But when I was 17, I moved to New Mexico. And from that age up to 2013, I moved.
So you went to New Mexico and then you went to Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what brought you to Dallas?
My mom had moved over here because my parents are divorced, so they kind of went their separate ways. And my mom came to Dallas, and when I was living in New Mexico, she was like, "Hey, why don't you come over here? I'm here." I'm like, "Okay." So I wanted to try something different, something new, and the big city, I guess.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah. How do you find everything when you got here? Did you fall in love? Did you like it? It was getting used to a little bit, or como?
I don't know. I feel like I've always been a loner, really. So I feel perfectly fine. I would go out to the bars and I would be by myself, just check out the places and go to work.
Really?
And I started making friends.
Did you just go by yourself to the bar?
I would go to the strip clubs like La Bears.
You would? Oh, that's never been, never will. I want to show I just, do it on my own.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would just be like, hey, hanging out with the old lady. Say what's up.
They'd be aggressive. What I be hearing.
I saw some stuff going down there.
What I be hearing, they'd be aggressive. Mm-hmm. Hey,
I think girls are more aggressive than men.
That's what I hear. That's what I heard. I would never know. Never would I participate nor be in there. So, but I heard stories. Okay, so your LUX Boutique, how did that come to be? When did you start it? Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
That's 2017, 2018.
Got you.
I started a little shop, and then I opened up my shop at Tawny Small. Then I went back to another shop. So yeah, that's how I actually started getting to know more people through the fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion, selling clothes and stuff for women, catering, like party dresses.
Yeah.
Glitz and glam.
But what the idea of doing the boutique? Did opportunity come? Did somebody told you, or did you just like, you know what, I want something for me?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, a lot of people know that on my friends, but not everybody. So I guess I'm gonna open up a little bit more. I have a special needs kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's autistic and he has all the things going on with his health. So he gets seizures. So one of the reasons why I actually went to school to become like a dental assistant and all that, but I could never keep a job like 9 to 5.
Gotcha. Just
because if something happened, I would have to leave right away. So one of the things that drove me to become my own boss, is my son, my kid.
I got you. So that way it give you the flexibility of not having to depend on, because You can't depend on 9 to 5 to give you that time off whenever an emergency comes up. So that's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's a reason why you wanted to do it. I've seen in an interview that your great grandparents were into music or dabbed a little bit of music, but later on I've seen something different. So do you know if they were into? Did they like? Were they playing around?
No, there's really nobody that I knew that were had influence with music and stuff.
Gotcha.
But later on, when I became an artist, my mom, she mentioned that my great grandmother, she used to like to sing, but that's about it. You know, my grandpa, he was a boxer. It's like they like to fight, that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
So no, I don't know. But now my nieces, they look into me, and now they're like trying to pursue music, which is funny.
That's cool. And being the oldest too. Yeah. I'm not the oldest person. Like there's other ones, but I'm one of the oldest. And it's trippy how they look like, they look your direction to see what you're doing.
Yeah, they're like my number one fans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
They promoted me in the schools and their classmates with the teachers. So
that's rad. That's pretty cool. So as a child, they used to have you perform in schools and stuff. When was the first time you remember they had you performing?
Perform? It was since I remember, like, in Mexico tienen las rondas, tienen los dances in the Día de las Madres, para todo. They have everything. So for anything, any little reason, la maestra que tenía, Marta Palomo, she would use me for anything, and I was just like a teacher's pet. So, and then church as well. I was very involved in church.
Gotcha. So you were in the choir?
Choir. I was an altar girl, monaguilla. So I was like very involved with a lot of kids, very social. So I remember they would put me like, they call them kermes. I don't know. Here they call them.
It's like a festival.
Jamaica.
It's a festival, pretty much.
It's like a festival. We're in church, and they would have me be performing a Selena, and I'll be like in front of people,
That's pretty cool.
So it was like natural to me, but yeah, I would write poetry. I would. My mom, she told me that my first single was when I was 3. That I wrote my first song.
What was it?
It was
Come on.
No.
Share with us.
No, it was just like,
I mean, you don't have to sing it. You can just say it to us. Like,
well, as a 3-year-old, because I was raised like outdoors.
I got you.
Like an animal. It's good.
Like,
I was raised outdoors. I would literally make like mud cakes, and I would spend all my day outside.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I used to do the same thing.
So, tenía una little pool. It wasn't actually a pool. It was like a...
Hoyo con agua nomás?
It's like the
like one a hole with water?
For the cows.
Yeah, for the cows, so they can drink water. And it's just...
Yeah, we had it there, right? So that she would fill it up. And she said that I would always be like swimming there and singing, and it would be repetitive stuff. Like, so she would get stuck.
So what was the single?
No,
you don't have to sing it. You just sing with the words. I mean, you were a 3-year-old kid. It's so good. But you were 3 years old.
Yeah, it was just so...
No? We're going to pass on it?
We're going to pass on it. But yeah, she said that every time, after everything was done, she had it stuck in her head. So it's funny because a lot of people now that when I write my music, they're like, oh, your music gets stuck to my head. And it's like, okay.
Well, that's kind of like the things that are good music, right? The catchy stuff. I was talking to somebody about that too. There's got to be something with the production part, but you saying that part, not necessarily, because I even talked to another engineer. They call it earworms, which is it gets in your ear and
it's looping.
It's the same thing, and it could be a phrase, so it could be like a little melody,
right?
And it just sticks there. And
I like melodies.
You have that. You have the worm effect. That's pretty cool. Okay, so 2 people are very influential in your life. I think you have mentioned your parents.
My dad.
Yeah. And then what was the reason why it was your dad and your mom? I think you have it on your website.
They're both different, My mom, she was always very very loving, very patient, very fun. My dad, what I love, I think I have my dad's character. It's like I demand respect. Like my dad is he's an OG, like he's a G.
Gotcha.
And he's like, you give respect, you make sure that you get your respect back. Don't mess people over, try to do the right thing, try to help people out. So I really, he has a lot of values when it comes to, to be as a human being.
Gotcha.
So I really respect that, the fact that anywhere my dad goes, he's respected by everybody, and they'll tell stories. It's like he's welcome with among everybody, no matter what class he's at. And like they love him. So I feel like that's very important to me in having God in my life.
Yeah, I think those are great values. I think more people would be better for the world if they had some of those values like that. You know what I mean? To treat everybody with respect, not to mess people over, and you know, anywhere you go to, you give respect, show respect, and
Right.
I think it will be a better place.
Yeah, and if somebody's disrespectful,
I mean, again, for me,
depends.
for your dad, it could have been different. For me, it's like, unless they don't put no hands on me, I'm cool. Like, don't touch me. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? People would love to trigger and get that. And at least from my perspective, like, I know I'm not going against your dad, but what I'm saying, like, people will want you to and incite you to get and take action instead of you, like, they're just like, don't do nothing. But don't put your hands on me, though. Because
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, once you put your hands on me, then it's a different story. Nah, don't touch me. Don't touch my body. If you're not invited. So, but your mom also, you said on the website, it was a more free spirit and creative part.
Yeah,
Whatever creative.
She was. She was always she let us do whatever, like us experience things on our own.
Gotcha.
And yeah, she's a little rebel too. I don't know if you believe in horoscopes or the traits, but she's an Aquarius and I'm Aquarius, so
I don't know what those mean, but you can tell mine. What would you think I would be?
Well, I dated Scorpios. Scorpios are very stern. They're very.
So you know I'm a Scorpio?
Yeah.
How do you know I'm a Scorpio?
I stalk you.
So you know I'm a Scorpio for real?
Yeah.
So you can, so based on what you know about Scorpios, I pretty much fall under the same thing.
They're very strong sign, but they're very passionate too. Whenever they want something, they're hardworking too. You know, but don't get them mad because.
See, it's not the gym. That's the Scorpio. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know if I believe in those things, but I think
I believe in the traits.
Certain things that I heard of those things I can see, but I can see how you can hear that and become your identity because you heard those traits as to become the person that you know what I mean?
Could be, you know.
But some things I heard the same things about the strong things were like, I started looking at like, wait a minute. Those things kind of make sense a little bit. Okay, so you had talked about your son. I know you talked about him a little bit. I think you gave us the reason why, but you said he also inspired you because he's a warrior. He's been through a lot of things. Yeah, so I appreciate you sharing, by the way. I know that this is a little bit more entertainment, but people like the podcasting format because people get to get more insights about you. Right. So I appreciate you sharing them. So I'm not going to go any further, but I appreciate you sharing the reason why he is an inspiration for you as far as the things he's been through and the challenges, and then he just keeps going. And the other reason is because there was a TikTok I seen. He was doing like skydiving.
I
saw the video, and I thought it was pretty cool to touch up that maybe somebody is going through things like that. They could see that you're going through it still, but it doesn't stop you from doing different things, providing for him, but everything, and not to mention just music, entrepreneurship, and everything else that you do.
Right.
So I thought it was pretty cool to touch on it. But you beat me to it, so it's pretty good. You went to some kind of spiritual journey you began. You went to Mexico not that long ago. What drawn the spiritual journey to, or your spiritual journey in general? I think you started in Mexico.
My spiritual journey is always being devoted like to God, you know.
Gotcha.
And it don't matter where I'm at, you know. But yeah.
So what kind of journey was it? Just to find something different to
in Mexico?
In Mexico, yeah. I think you had said you're going to like the cenotes and you.
Okay, no, and with the Mayans stuff. I forgot about it. What?
I told you I went deep.
Yeah, you went really deep. Yeah.
I probably.
Where did I share that?
Yeah. So you really talked about the cenotes and you were talking about a spiritual journey. I didn't stalk you. I was researching you.
I mean, that's amazing though. That's amazing research. I wasn't in Cancun, and I have never experienced the cenotes, but they had a whole, I don't know, it was just like in the caverns, like we went deep in there. Yeah. And there was like the Mayans, they had like a spiritual thing going on, and clean scene, I guess. But from the underground, I don't know. I just really love that. But I feel very in tune with nature and experience everything else, and an admiration for Mother Earth as well.
So was it a ceremony?
It's like a little ceremony. I don't know.
Did they have you in the middle? They do something for you, or just a group of you?
They had me there, right? And I don't know what it was, but he was speaking in Mayan.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if it was like if he really didn't speak Spanish or not, because some people. But anyways, he was saying something.
It might have been a dialect. He might have not known Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it was a costume? You think it was a real deal?
I mean, I want to say it was real.
Yeah.
But to me it was. But it was real beautiful.
Yeah. Was there anything that they gave you to trigger some of those things?
Like ayahuasca or anything? Not. I mean,
not ayahuasca, but whatever is it that they do for their ceremony?
They didn't give me nothing. They just gave me smoke.
Smoke, and then it just smelled good, and that's it. And then you just what did you? So when you were there and everything that was happening, you were in tune with nature. What exactly happened that you just made you like feel that way? The beat of the music, was it the?
It was like a little chanting, but it was. I feel like it's more of the get away from the noise.
Gotcha.
Because I'm always up and down, up and go here. So it was a moment of serenity. If that's the word.
Yeah.
Calmness.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel good whenever he was chanting. It was like a blessing that he was doing. I just really loved it. Because he was in the middle of the forest. So.
And what made you want to go and explore that? Was that part of the
well,
thing that they
it wasn't. It wasn't planned or anything, because I went there to go to what's that place called? All tourists go there. But when I go somewhere, I don't like to just go to the tourist. I like to
feel you on that.
And go meet the people, the locals. So I was just driving, and we stopped there, and we saw cenote and the point, and we just drove. And it was like spur of the moment type of thing, and it was beautiful.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that.
Jungle.
Yeah. Why is it that you feel like you're connected to nature? Do you walk? Do you know what grounding is?
I love walking barefooted.
Yeah, that's grounding.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's just habits that I have. It's like, first thing I do, I feel I have to get sun in my skin. I like to walk barefoot. People be like, oh, you're walking barefooted. But it's just, I just love it. Yeah. I feel strong. Yeah. I just feel connected with everything.
There's some, I don't know if, I never looked into the actual studies, but they call it grounding. So where you connect with earth through that way, walking barefooted with the ground, and it does something to your being. Like in the sun, of course, we need it every day, even though we take it for granted sometimes, but that's also the sunshine vitamin.
Same thing with the beach, with the water, with the ocean. It does something to me. That's why I have to every so often go to a beach. Yeah. And I have to recharge. I don't know, it's weird, right?
No, it's not weird. I think it's weird for people not to want to explore those things and feel that they're always sad or depressed, always things like that. You know what I mean? Where they can just maybe get away to the middle of the forest, get a cabin or wherever they can and just get in nature and just walk barefooted and experience the minimal, because there's so many Bluetooth and radiation and all kinds of stuff here. Facts. You know what I mean? Lights, artificial lights. So I think they're the crazy ones or weird ones not to go out and get away from it, instead of staying there and just taking it and just no, I'm going to get out of here because I feel like it's better for my being to be out there.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. I don't think it's weird. I think it's pretty awesome that you get to do that, because I think more people will find it more beneficial mentally whenever they get away and disconnect from everything than to just keep taking it.
That or adrenaline too.
Yeah, you like adrenaline? Yeah. What's the craziest thing you've done lately, as far as
not lately, but I mean, I've done skydiving, I've done jumping, but I will not skydive no more.
Why?
I just one time was enough.
That was one time? Was it?
I didn't, because I
pass out?
No, that's one of the things. I was not thinking. I was younger. I was not thinking that you want to skydive? Yeah, I used to be yeah, let's do it. So I got invited to go skydiving for one of my friends' birthday.
Gotcha.
So I was yeah. I mean, I'm young, YOLO, and at that time, I hate that word, YOLO. Anyways.
Me too, because you figure out it's only one time. Those people are not around anymore. They figure out it's only one time. So anyways, you were saying?
So I was thinking, right, I'm in this little airplane, little thing, this little can, what do I call it? And I'm not thinking to the moment where they're like, okay, we're next. And they open the door. And I'm like, oh, I see. And everything looks so tiny. And I'm thinking,
how are you feeling? Like, are you feeling your heart pounding really hard?
At that time, I was like, oh, what the hell did I get myself into?
At that moment.
Yeah.
Y luego?
So the guy's like, okay, ready? And I'm like, well, so what do I do? Do I scream or do I scream? I was like, well, I mean, if you can't scream because we recommend it because of the breathing part. I was like, okay. So I'm thinking in my head, if I go there, I'm probably gonna pass out. Or if something goes wrong, I'm probably gonna pass out. And if I die, pues I die.
YOLO. Okay, y luego?
So I jumped.
Did do a countdown? O nomás se aventó?
No, he just
se aventó.
Se aventó.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. But I had to remind myself, okay, I gotta scream. So I like, I made myself like scream, but I didn't pass out at all. It was just like, I want to say it was a couple of seconds free falling, but it was definitely a rush.
Yeah, I can imagine. I still want to do it. Yeah. I told myself I was going to do it. I didn't do it. And then recently I've been getting the itch to want to do it.
Yeah.
But I probably won't scream.
But now I'm like,
I'm Scorpio because we don't scream.
We don't scream.
Yeah. But you won't do it no more? Or bungee jumping or none of this?
No, I think I love my life. You know, like.
I mean, I think when you're young, those things are good to experience.
It is good to experience at least once. But would I be just over and over, like putting my life at risk? No.
Not to mention you have kids and stuff to take care of. So it's different from whenever you have kids. I'm still good. I think about kids. Me puedo aventar todavía. Okay, so music kind of, you say fell into your lap a little bit, but I don't know if maybe somewhere in the back of your head, something was telling you that. Like, what I heard was that somebody was filming at your boutique. They were using your boutique to do a video. And there was a videographer that you kind of sort of made a jokey about, like, give me your info. Maybe I want to sing. Right. And then Davila was there, overheard you or heard the conversation. And then you were like, do you sing? And they were like, oh, a little bit in the shower, kind of. Yeah. And then that's how everything got started. But was there any intentions behind your mind, maybe like a hoping, like, man, I hope they take me for serious, that they kind of sort of realize that I can maybe hopefully do this?
During that time?
Yeah, at that moment.
The intention, it was no intention. It was just fun. But now looking back, I feel like the intention was always there since I was young. See, I always wanted to do all these things that I'm doing now. It's just I didn't really have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because of things of me casé, kids. I did all the stuff like not in order.
Al
revés.
Backwards.
So they're like, nah, you need to be working, stay at home, and that kind of mentality. So honestly, I didn't know how to go about about music because I didn't know anybody close to me that were.
You doing any research before even that day at all about looking into how to become?
No, I never did anything. I never actually pursue with the music. It's just something that I always wanted. It was like a dream, So did I manifest it? Probably, but it took me a long time. I don't know. It just came at the right time. Yeah. And when I saw the opportunity, I just went for it.
You said a couple of things. And then you sang a song to her. How's your throat?
Okay.
I love when I saw the video where you did it, and I like that song too. So if you can please me with a little bit, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Lista?
Like I said, no one?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you close, where you can stay forever. You can be sure that it will only get better. You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking, they can say what they like. All I know is everything's going to be alright.
It's all good. Hey, perfect.
Sorry.
No, you're freaking.
I'm choking.
That was beautiful. It's freaking amazing because I love that song. Her songs during that time, that one and the other one, No One, and now we're like, man.
It's funny because I used to sing this song when I used to work at Taco Box in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So after closing, because it was like a fast food restaurant, right? My homegirls there would be like messing around while we're cleaning. So they had a mic where you call the people, hey, your order's ready. So I would be there like singing, and that's the song that I would be singing to, like
Really?
Alicia Keys or whatever they wanted me to. Like
She's not easy to do, and you do a great job.
Yeah, just to put me on the spot though. I'm like,
hey, I appreciate it. Though. I know I did, and you knocked it out of the park. At the end, it doesn't matter. You freaking did amazing. But I appreciate you doing that for me because I seen it at the interview. I'm like, man, and I've done it before, but I really like that song too, personally. So I'm like, let me hear a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And after that, so that's how you started. You got with Davila became your manager shortly after she gave you a track, and that's how you got started. Yeah. So tell me about the process of you writing the song. How long was it challenging for you? Did it come easily for you to write for that beat?
Well, yeah, it was a feature that I did with Jah Fabio. So he did mostly. I guess he wanted to be the only one in that track. You know, he was the one that came with a proposal to David, like, hey, I'm an artist. Can you manage me?
Gotcha.
And at that time, she already had gotten me, right? As her first Mexican Latino artist. So she always kept in mind, like, oh, I want my artist on it. I'm like, you're Mexican. That's what she told me. She told the father, you're Mexican. I have a Mexican artist. I think it will be a great collaboration between the both of you.
Gotcha.
So she's the one that set up everything. And most of the song is like his hook or whatever. But when I heard the open space and the beat, I don't know, I just wrote it. You know?
Yeah. So some of that, so it was a combination of both of you, but he came with a proposal, but she's the one that connected the dots for you too.
To do it.
And then not to mention, you even went to Jamaica to do that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've never been outside the country, and it's an opportunity because they're meeting over there to go over there and do the video. Y te vas. Yeah. Te largaste. No te largaste. You went to work.
Yeah. Well, I went to work for the music video purposes. And I think it was one of the greatest choices that I have ever made too.
Why is that?
But the video is beautiful.
Yes.
The scenery.
Yeah.
I got to meet people in the industry. I went to record a track over there in Kingston. Shaggy. They work with Shaggy and
at the studio where he records at.
Sean Paul, all the people. So, I got to meet producers and people from different labels.
Gotcha.
So it was an experience. But I think what I took the most to my heart was the fact that, because the guys, they ditched me at one point.
Because they were going to do manly things.
They were going to do manly things.
And you were not, they didn't want to see that part. Which was cool though, right? I mean, they were respectable in that part.
And I'm like alone. I'm like the only girl. And they just let me in the hotel.
That's true.
So I'm like, forget you guys.
So you went to explore?
Yeah, I went to explore myself. One of my, Davila, she knew a lot of people there, her family, I don't know. So she's like, hey, there's this guy that he drives a taxi. So he'll be your driver. So I'm like, I call him and he took me around. So he took me to Bob Marley's home, which is a museum.
That's crazy.
I got to like connect as an artist. I was like, to connect where he lived. Everything is so amazing. Like very in touch with nature, in touch with spiritual.
Yeah.
So to me, I had a moment. I went into the studio where he will record music, and it's like all wood, and it's just, you can smell the.
How do you feel? Did you want to cry? Did you want to feel excited?
I'm like, man, that's amazing, you know? Just being here.
Yeah.
Then I saw where he got shot, which is sad. But it just different. I went with the taxi driver. We ate some jerk chicken. We smoked some
ganja, some of that good stuff.
I had to try it.
When in Rome, do what Romans do, right? So,
yeah, I mean, not that I recommend people doing it, but
it's legal over there. I mean, to each their own. I mean, I'm not for it or against it, but you're there. It's legal.
Might as well.
So that's pretty cool. And what else did he show you around in there? What other places did he show you? The beaches?
Well, we actually went to Portmore. Portmore is not a resort. It's not a resort. No, it's like
the hood.
The hood.
It's the hood.
The hood.
Got you.
So there's like tanks at night, like military freaking people. And
For
I'm
real?
like, oh man, yeah. Because I was meeting up with some of the people for the radio station.
Got you.
So they're like, let's go, and I'm like, what? There's to eat. I want to eat some good food. So they're like, okay, let's go. So
good food is always in the hood.
Yeah. So, very humble.
Yeah.
And I was talking to them, and one of them made me Mexi.
¿Qué es eso? What is that exactly?
Yadi, it's another word. They use it for patois. It means local native, like like a homeboy, something.
Yeah.
But because whenever we got this fish and we were sharing this fish, right? I guess like we just like started eating, and they felt like, man, you come from the United States and you come to this. The restaurant was not all 5 stars, like like.
Yeah, but you come from humble beginnings too, though,
So I'm hood too in a way, I can see it. I can hang out with rich people and people from my class where I come from, So it was a good moment, and I could barely understand what they were saying, to be honest, but somehow we made it through, and we connected as humans, and I mean, it was awesome.
I don't know. It sounds like a freaking movie, or at least a video. That whole scene, it is. Sometimes I feel like that's what it is. Sometimes I feel like certain things happening to be like things to be happening. I'm like, this got to be a freaking movie. This has got to be a setup. Like I'm looking at the camera, like, where the hell is it? But
I mean, all I could say, if I die tomorrow, I don't have no regrets.
That's pretty cool. So as far as Davila, was she in the music industry deep? Like, she's known? Because I never heard of her before previously until I started noticing about you.
Because she never liked the spotlight, but she always worked with people from Jamaica. And
was she born over there?
No, she's from New York.
So that's where she connected with them.
Well, she left. She was involved with other producers in Jamaica.
Gotcha.
She was working for him, and then she basically learned everything. So she started doing her own thing, and at one point she was managing I don't know, Spice. She works. She's been in love with hip hop, and she's done like singles with Sean Paul and Shaggy and stuff. But,
yeah,
but she's been around in that. She's deep.
That was cool, and
she was deep. Sorry.
From what yes. So from what I seen on a few things that you seen, unfortunately she had passed away, and that wasn't that long ago. Correct?
That was last year.
That was last year. I'm very sorry for your loss, because not only did you lose your manager at that time, but you also lost a friend.
Yeah, she was a mother figure for me. Yeah. So
how did you maneuver through all those tough times and keep it going? Because you still had a dream and y'all had momentum going, and unfortunately she passed away.
Yeah.
So now you not only did you lose again your friend, but a manager that kind of knows the business. How tough was it?
Well, I was very unexpected. Because it was like one day she's like fine, and the next following week she's in the hospital, and then we find out she has cancer out of nowhere. Like, what?
Yeah.
So that was definitely hard. It's hard because she would be the type of person I would call in every day, sometimes for hours, like nighttime too. Like it's a bond that is an artist and a manager, it becomes eventually like more than family. So she was already in that level, and I don't have many friends, but she was one of my very close ones. So we had plans, her and I, and to execute certain things. Like I never told nobody, but there was plans for me to have a collaboration with like Sean Paul and stuff, because I already had heard that we had the
track.
The track.
Yeah, the track.
I just had to. There's levels to this, so I had to be in a certain level first, and then for me to be able to get this track done. But there's so much that happened, But I know she's still watching from wherever she's at. I can feel her, and it gives me motivation to finish what we started.
Okay, and Do you mind telling me what is it that y'all started and where was what you can say would be the end of where y'all wanted to be at?
Global startup.
Global startup. Gotcha. It really makes sense to me, but I just want to hear if that was gonna be there. Again, I appreciate you sharing because I had seen it on a few interviews that you talk about it, but I just want to make sure that I let you express whatever you feeling about that, because I don't think it's hard to ask, and it's and I know you gave me permission to go ahead and mention it, but I want to make sure that you address anything that you wanted to from your part.
Well, I just want to say that she was a very loving person. She was the type of person that she would help anybody, and the amount of people that reached out to me, like family members of hers, because I guess they didn't have contact with her family. Like, it was very. They want to let the world know that she was an amazing person, and I was just honored to be part of her life.
Yeah. So how difficult was it after? Because she passed away, everything, but you still have to keep the career going after a certain amount of time. How long before that happened that you kind of sort of begin to picking up and start moving? Because I'm pretty sure she had a lot of connects and idea of where you were heading, but now you're by yourself.
Well, took me a little bit to recuperate and to get focused, and to be able to keep going. But I've always been the type of artist that when I lost her, it's not like I lost the only person that was keeping me there. It's always been a machine. It was her and me against the world. It was her and me.
Yeah.
She would have my back. I have hers. And whenever I had issues, she kept going. And whenever she had issues, I kept going. Like, it was just like back and forward. We work at the same level.
Gotcha.
I'm grateful that I learned throughout the period of time that I worked with her. I learned a lot more than. I mean, if I see an artist, I think a lot of the artists that I know and I talk to them, they don't have all the pieces connected.
They don't.
And I learned that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still learning certain things, but there's so many aspects to the music. But I was able to learn a lot.
What was the most important thing that you learned from her that has been helping you the most on the music business, the actual business, not just...
I guess I'd be more social and be more open, because I've always been to being behind my shell. Like, she's like, no, Christi, you gotta go open up. You gotta talk and network. And I'm like, man, I don't got time for that, But it's part of it. That's one. But there's so many aspects to it, like from copyright, publishing.
She taught you all that?
All that.
All that. She showed you where to distribute and everything.
Everything.
Yeah. That's pretty
how it all works. So.
Yeah, how it all works, how you get everything once you put a track out to get it going. And not to mention, like, you have interviews all over the place. You have interviews in Peru, you have interviews in freaking Mexico. The guy that was doing the podcast, he was in Europe somewhere, in Netherlands or something like that.
I've done all kinds of interviews,
Yeah. But do you think that networking for you did work whenever you started opening up and talking to more people? Because I feel like a lot of people are like in the music industry, there's a lot of talk. And I know you don't like that either, that people like just to talk, but there's no actions behind your words. All they do is gas you up for whatever reason, but they'll never come up with nothing. There's nothing that comes out of it. Were you able to now detect the ones that are relevant and know they are going to be willing to work?
Well, as like podcasts or
No. As artists in the music and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
I mean,
we all podcasts are cool. We
yeah. Of course, it's a key, right? As far as artists, I learned the hard way with some of them. I'm the type of artist that I like to create quality. I like to create stuff with the vision, with the plan, with the strategy, not just go recording, just drop it y a ver qué pasa. Así no. I feel like I'm at a certain level too, so I have to be more aware of who do I need to collaborate and who do I don't need to collaborate. Because some people, instead of helping my career or helping each other, I feel like it's really not gonna help me. It's gonna help them, and it's okay too. But they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay prices. I want to respect the prices because as an artist, we invest into our craft
a lot.
I'm an independent artist, so I know I got to put time in the studio, time with the sound engineer, the marketing, the video, the clothing, the everything that comes with it. And for somebody just to come in, oh, let's do a track, but they don't want to, there's no leverage there. So why should I work with you?
And it's not because
it's not personal.
It's not personal, and it's not like you sell better than that. But you have, even at the short time that you have done your part, your numbers are way over what anybody's doing here in the Dallas area. Easily. I mean, I could see it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No. And I'm getting a lot of support, thank God, from a lot of the people that are, a lot of people were supporting me overseas in other places. Mm-hmm. And I live in Texas. Mm-hmm. Even my city, Laredo, Texas, which I love to death, they're like, they were looking first. But now it's like the whole city, they got my back.
You went back not that long ago, right? Mm-hmm. And they did a big deal for you. What was it? Can you tell me?
The first time I performed in Laredo, Texas was last year. I opened up for DJ Kane. But it just felt amazing because I not only opened up, but we actually performed our song together on the same stage, and had like felt like a dream, like when you're a kid and you grow up watching these people or hearing their music and dancing to it, and like, yeah, I'm here with them, like right now by my side singing the song.
Were you on the moment, or later after you have performed, you were like, "Yeah, I just did that"?
I mean, I realized in the moment. I was able to realize in the moment that I'm here.
You didn't black out and just like, oh shit, I done it. No, That's pretty cool though. Yeah. That's good because you could take that forever in your mind that you remember you was there, knocking it out, doing your thing, on stage with him, somebody that is one of your lists to scratch off, and you got it done.
And then that's an amazing part. So it's been a great ride. Yeah. And I'm gonna continue to, moving forward.
Got you. And then you were seen on an interview previously before that you were with Galaxy 9 previously before as a record label. So you're now you said earlier independent, right? Yeah. Just by yourself?
Yeah. Shout out to the people on Galaxy 9. Yeah, we were.
That wasn't very convincing. It didn't sound very pleasant.
No. They're good people. It's just that it was not the right thing for me. At first it was like, okay, but I'm a very observant person, and I'm the type of person that, as an artist, you're not gonna put me in a lower position than what I need to be. Gotcha. I'm always gonna be. If you put me in a lower position, that it ain't gonna work.
So you started seeing how the funny business of the music can be, and you didn't like it because.
I mean, I really didn't see. He wasn't gonna do much for me.
For you, okay. But I also seen something that you're done with GT as far as the distribution. GT Digital, was that something that you had done a deal for a song? Or come on,
we tried it with GT from Houston.
Yep.
Yeah, I dropped a song with them and stuff, but same thing.
Nothing. No numbers, no movement in yours. As far as
I didn't really go for it because I don't want to share.
Was yours.
Yeah. Because my royalties.
It makes sense though, because you put all the money, you put the work, you put the time to write the song, you put the money to go to the studio to pay for it. You take the time to make sure it's correctly, and then you distribute. You come up with, like you said, everything.
And then what are they gonna do? Like, I'm not saying nothing bad against nobody. I respect.
But for you, whenever
for me, it was not working out.
Whenever they distribute the song, as far as what your expectation or what they might have told you that was going to be, you didn't see it in the results.
I mean, I didn't push it, because there's a lot.
But how can it be you pushing if they're the one that distributed? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because they were not going to push it.
But I'm saying, how is that possible if you can do it yourself? You can distribute it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
TuneCore, whatever.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't do it. Like, I just did one song and I left it at that.
Yeah.
Move forward.
Yeah, so I had sent you a couple questions because I like to get whatever you wanted to talk about too, not only just me. But you are very, as far as the music industry, promote awareness and things like colorism, because you've been affected by it. How is that, or what has happened so far?
Well, I'm brown. I'm dark skinned, and I'm proud.
Colorblind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just.
No, yeah. Well, I don't know. In Mexico, growing up, I don't know if you've seen like novelas. The main actors are out most of the time.
What are you telling? No de los actores They look like myself either.
Yeah, they're not. So it's like, when
Pero los trabajadores, the workers, I look like them.
Yeah.
And no.
So there's like several incidences that I even like one of the kids that I had a crush on, he crushed my heart by insulting me, and he's based on my color. And
really?
Yeah, because I felt like I was an ugly duckling, and I feel like once I reach a certain age, that's when I blossom. But I noticed there's a lot of things that they consider like being dark skinned is like ugly or it's an inferior, and I just kind of want to promote in my music, for example, that it is a celebration to be dark skinned, because dark skin is beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
have you seen it in the music industry too? You were directly affected. You could see.
No, I seen it in my peers, my family, with all my family members.
Yeah. So that all those comments that they say of things like that.
Yeah.
Este prietito and whatever. It's just you can see a sense of.
Like I seen it. I think it's like programmed throughout the years and generations that light skin. I heard people saying, "Oh, yo quiero una güerita que es para mejorar la raza." I don't know if you heard.
I heard that term.
And it's like, damn,
it sounds so horrible.
That's horrible, One of my nieces, she's dark skinned, and when other kids attack her, you're darker, le dicen cosas así como que, and I'll be like the first one to defend her, like to not be calling her that. You now be telling her you're beautiful. Don't let nobody tell you nothing, because for instance, I was a little girl that crushed me, and I started starting to like wear makeup, and a family member gave me a foundation as a gift, but the foundation color is like
color de Casper, fantasma,
no, super,
super dark,
super, like not even my skin tone. It's
really?
Like first, yeah.
Dang.
So it's like, like your color, and I was like, really, like it's not that's not my color, but it's like to make me feel bad.
Yeah.
And there's several incidences like that based on the color of my skin has been an issue. So I want to tell people through music, it's a celebration that dark skin is beautiful.
Yeah, it is, because like I give this example the other day when I was talking about tequila, because they're one of the freaking Kardashian Jenner, whatever it was. She's got a tequila. They got the label and everything wrong, but they did a photo shoot with her on where the agaves are at, and her skin tone was darker. So I mean, like we already that cool that they want to match our color scheme and look our way. We're so cool already that they want to, even though they might say something different. They really envy the fact that they can't be this way, this color.
Yeah, but they're trying to be Mexican.
That again, but they really want to mimic certain things that we do, and not to mention our culture, not them, because they don't have culture.
Yeah.
We have culture. You have culture. Where you from? I have culture. I have traditions that we do there. They can't even start to begin to think what that means, because they don't know. Right. But we got that. And then later on, they tap on to what we got going on and take it to the mainstream. But we the ones that originated this stuff. Yeah. We're the ones that create things, then trends that they start picking up.
I just wish more people will see that, though.
Like that's what we're going to keep telling them.
They will see that. And
that's what you're going to keep telling the music, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're performing in front of thousands of people and you tell them, look at me. I mean, we need to continue to, keep advancing and keep, se me trabó esta cosa. So anyways, we will moving on. So you have something now with Shelly Lares. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you had previewed today a song that I don't know if it was today, but I just saw it today. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the name of the song?
¿Dónde estará?
¿Dónde estará? And she produced the song.
She produced the song. She produced, all the arreglos musicales.
Yeah. How did that arrangement come to be? How did y'all get together?
Well, thanks for my manager, Nikki Nicole. She's amazing. Because, like I said, I'm very shy. Yeah, I don't be reaching out to people, but, I'm emerging at the Tejano scene now. Because I just want to separate myself. And I want to do something different, I'm all about being, I don't know, like trying different things. So I want to mix the urbano con lo tejano, pero create a certain sound. So I felt like it was the right move to do and emerge in tejano and get to the next level where I need to be. So Nikki and we had talked about it, and last year I opened up for Shelly in DeSoto on a Latin festival.
Nice.
So she wanted me to meet up with her, and for some reason, like, I wasn't able to have access to her then. So I was like, okay, it didn't happen. But she was like, nah. When she became my manager, that's the first thing she said. I'm gonna reach out to her because she has connections. So she did, and she was able to set up the phone call between all of us, and man, it's amazing.
So you went in to record in San Antonio?
Close to Austin.
Close to Austin?
Yeah.
And that's where you recorded the track. And it's already ready to go. Yeah, I started just previewing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's already been done.
What can we expect to hear as far as the sound? Exactly what you said?
I mean, you want to hear it by the time... When is this?
It's going to be in a couple weeks, about 3 weeks.
It'll probably be out. You want to hear it?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to put a little bit of it, we can.
I mean, it'll be out by then.
Okay.
So
if you want to play something, I want to hear it.
Okay.
So she's going to get her phone so we can play a piece of the new song that's produced by Shelly Lares, because she retired from music recently, the Tejano scene performing. So now she's...
Thank you.
Now she's diving more into the production, which I didn't know that she was doing. That's
she's
cool.
taking women, like female artists and others, right, under her wings. Like, she's gonna be more on the producing side, more of like a label and stuff. So
Gotcha.
I was very grateful that she was willing to work with me.
That's pretty cool.
So
that's pretty cool that you get to work with. That was Selena's best friend. You know that?
I just found out.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I
didn't know that.
I knew that. If you go watch my Selena episode and my Richie Valens episode, you'll know all about it.
I mean, I heard her music and stuff, but I just never really...
That was a homegirl. Yeah. They were talking about all the little boy stuff and all the stuff going up. Like, that's the girl that she would go to talk about girly stuff, not music stuff.
Oh, wow.
We talk about personal things.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So
if it comes out, we're gonna go ahead and clip it in there so that way we can hear. But for right now, we're gonna hear a piece of it.
Okay.
And we get exclusives here sometimes. And by the way, shout out to Christi behind her phone. She got a sticker. She's supporting. And this is the song right here.
Contra la corriente, en busca de una llama que algún día existió, en busca de ese fuego que ya se apagó, en busca de un poco de amor y de su alma que robó. ¿Dónde estará mi corazón que no lo encuentro? Me siento vacía, me siento perdida, muriendo por dentro.
You compose that song?
Yeah.
You composed the song? Nice. And you went into real deep thought when you were listening to it. You were really getting into it.
Well, what happened when during the conversation between Shelly Lares and I, and one of the things she mentioned, she's like, so your genre, like what type of genre are you? Why you're talking to me pretty much, So so I kind of explained to her like where I was going, the direction, and I feel like my music, it could be like Bebe, for example, Una Oportunidad. It might be a little bit more of a pop, mainstream, urbano, but it still can somehow fit in the Tejano.
Yeah.
DJ Kane is in the Tejano world. So I'm like, but hey, le propuse esta idea. I have a song here. It's acoustic. Would you like to listen to it? So she says, yeah.
What's acoustic?
Like it was just guitar.
Okay. I got you.
So I already had recorded this song, but with the guitars. So when she heard it, she's like, Christi, I love it. I would love to do the musical arrangement. So that's how.
That's dope.
That's how it all started.
And when did you write that song? When did you have it?
I want to say last year. Last year.
Does it come easy to you to be in the studio and record and write songs?
Sometimes no, because I'm always up and down. So sometimes I have like writer's block. Mm-hmm. But usually when I get a song that I'm very inspired, for example, like Cuidadito, I heard it, and within 30 minutes, I was able to write the whole song. And it's a short one because it's like 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. So
that's what it was nowadays.
Unless
it's like a super crazy, nice country song with a hook and a bridge, then maybe. But ahorita, urbano's fast.
So it really depends. And sometimes, like lately, right now, I haven't been able to write music because I'm promoting. I'm trying to do all this stuff. But every once in a while, when it's calm, especially at nighttime, that's the perfect time to write for me.
For you.
Or in traffic, manejando. Or el baño.
I get a voice notes. I have a voice notes because I told you I was dabbing on doing something. So I record whatever come into my mind. So I record it. So later on I can tap back on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool.
So I don't know if you ever tried it, but the recorder.
I use recorders, yeah.
That works.
And then I have this app too. It's called Spire. So it's pretty cool. Like you can write down, you can sing it, right, and record it, and then you
write it.
You write the lyrics too, and then if you want to record it to like if I have an idea, for an artist, I'll be like recording it with my headphones, and then they can listen to it, and I can do like a little bit of mixing, but it's like this cheap mixing. It's just so they can get an idea.
What is the like template, like the idea, the structure, that's where it starts anyways, and after that you can build whatever.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You did that. Shelly Lares. And I can't believe you didn't know that was her best friend, because I did an episode and I was listening to all her interviews too, and I'm like, oh damn, that were really close, super close.
No, I mean I seen pictures, but I didn't know they were like homies and that.
Well, homies. That was like the only homie I think that she had actually. It wasn't there. It was no little girl. You can clarify with her and let me know if I was correct. Okay. But I'm almost 100% sure that was like the only homie that she had.
I'll have to call her in.
Hit her up, didn't it? Okay, so you had you scratched off DJ Kane of the Cumbia Kings already.
Mm-hmm.
You have them done. How close, or are you still maybe going the direction of Bad Bunny and Sean Paul? I know a couple things got delayed now, but are you still wanting to do those, or maybe you're switching it and going that Tejano direction now?
Well, I'm in the Tejano direction right now. Sean Paul is always there because somebody I grew up listening to, and Bad Bunny. Well, yeah, se vale soñar. I don't know. Maybe if that comes about, I would like to still do those. But I'm just like, a ver dónde me lleva el mundo.
The song sounds great. I think it's gonna do great. I think the Tejano scene is making a comeback, where there's a few younger artists that are putting in work and they're putting in more songs there.
Yeah.
So people are starting to. And you are going to be performing here soon
in San Antonio for Fanfare. Yeah, March 17 to the 19th.
Gotcha.
We still haven't got the confirmation which date, because I'm not a band yet, but so we get word, I'll be sharing with everybody.
That's badass. I'm freaking happy for you going to be over there. So the songs you have done so far that you have released Llévame Contigo, which is the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Todo por ti, Bebé, which is one of my favorites. I really like Bebé a lot. I really like Bebé. I was jamming it a few days ago and, just preparing. Una Oportunidad, which is almost at 500,000, with DJ Kane and O.C Da Youngin.
Yeah.
La Cama, which, flexes your vocals. Roll With It, which was, that one, Roll With It was Roll It. What was that one with? Who was the artist?
Kusu?
Yes, it's on the song. Where are they from?
He's from Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah, so it's it's an Afrobeat. So
And
shout out to Kusu.
Awesome. And then investments, Rick Bars y Twiguero.
Yeah.
Yes, so where are they from?
Rick Bars, New York. He's Dominican. And Twiguero's Jamaican, but he lives in the Netherlands. So
okay.
And that song, man, we hit almost 10 millions on that track.
Yeah. Man, that's what's up. And you got your piece where you already have your stuff together?
I mean,
yeah.
But it's just the fact that we didn't have a video is like, we could imagine. That, it would have been amazing exposure. Yeah. But we're still working on getting sponsors so we can do the video.
That's pretty cool. Setso. Con Esco.
Esco.
Yeah. And who's that one from? Where?
From Jamaica.
También. Jesus, you're all over the freaking map. Vuelve y Cuidadito.
Vuelve, Cuidadito.
Yeah, which is Cuidadito is like a fusion with mariachi, and that's the last video that you got out.
Yeah.
How's the reaction so far with it? Very beautiful, very sexy.
Yeah.
Really nice.
People are loving it.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
But yes, it's a special track because to me it's like the whole process of making it happen into like 2 years.
To do that song. To do the video?
To do the video.
And that was because
whenever I write, like, there's a lot of songs that it's already been written and I just have them there as like catalog. So whenever I decide to drop, I just can choose. But when I wrote that, I had the, then I was thinking, I want horses, I want this, I want certain things. I want to have a big production. So I guess it happened at the right time and I was able to put those things together so we can make it happen, and that's why.
So at the time the song, you got Cuidadito out because it's an older song, not too much older, but you had gotten a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Then afterward, you started seeing things start lining up. People started presenting, and now you're able to do the video, which just looks freaking amazing. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Shout out to the actor. Pretty sure a lot of what you try to say, him?
Yeah, and shout out to Anela Naya, because her beautiful work. She's been wanting me for the longest time to work with me in a project like this, in a music video. She was like, come on, I got you. I'm like, okay. So I was thinking like, where? So I told her about the Cuidadito song, and we just sat down, talked about it, and we made it happen.
Yeah, I was just talking to her the other day. Shout out to her. And then
I love you.
Alfa de las Catrinas. All right. So there was mentions on your website. I know some things need to be updated. There was maybe a EP album, but I think everything has changed now with the Tejano coming out.
Mm-hmm. So, I dropped a little EP not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago. I dropped my EP.
¿Cuál era?
Es MMXX.
And what does that mean?
2020.
Oh, no. I thought they were Roman numerals. Yeah. I was like, it has to be that.
Yeah.
And then how many tracks was on that one?
It's just 5.
5 tracks. Mm-hmm. And then it's just new things that you had in the catalog already. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I dropped the Bebe remix in there. So I just put that. I put Cuidadito there because I felt like he had to be there. Uh-huh. And then I have Esta Noche, Tú y Yo, y Piel Morena.
And who's in the remix?
I can't pronounce his name.
Really? Where's he from?
Jamaica. Well, he's Jamaican, but he thinks he's Dominican. Yeah. Rastafaya Tejano. Creo que sí.
Okay, well, he's in the remix. That's pretty cool, though. What made you, did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him as far as the remix that you want?
No, actually, Cortez, the producer, he's like, hey, how this homeboy look? He, because he had heard Bebe, because everybody's like, that's a hit. Let's go with it. And it's like, okay. So I guess he showed it to somebody, and somebody was like, hey, I want to be on the track. So they didn't ask me permission. They just like, hey, listen to this. They recorded that he opened up a space, and he went in, and he gave it to me. Yeah, so if you want to drop it. I was just like, okay. But then I was like, okay, I like it, You
like it?
Yeah, I like it. So,
nice.
But I was a little bit then intimidated because of the words. Because he said something, ábrete como una flor y que te voy a hacer rombo. So I was like,
I mean, it's just suggestive. You don't have to do it.
But like 2 years ago, I was more like Michelle. Now it's like, I don't know if I want to talk about sex. So with Cuidadito, it was just like a step to be a little bit more sensual.
Oh, that video is extra spicy.
So I wanted to throw some spice. So I was like, okay, I have a lot of spicy songs. It's just that I'm trying to get out there.
But Despacito was like, people say it was like a dirty, very dirty song, but I think it was all in the imagination of because the words don't really say much except for certain things.
Despacito, I never actually paid attention to the lyrics.
Pay attention to it one day and listen to what he's saying. You'll be like, oh.
It's like kind of
like homie with the flower. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. Yeah. It's one of those, but it's most of it makes you think of like what he's saying and seeing it in a different answer. You'd be like, what you?
Well, I was more concerned about my dad. He's like, what the hell is he gonna think? Like, como que?
Oh yeah, of course. And then you're the oldest, and you have a bunch of sobrinos looking at you, and brothers and sisters. So yeah, I feel you on that too. But I mean,
But I mean, parents, you need to like control your kids.
no, it's true. It's up to the parents to educate them. It's not it. You got parental advisory on the songs or whatever.
Yeah.
Who it's for? It's not. It's up to not you to educate the kids. It's to them. Yours is to do your art part.
Yeah.
What makes you feel comfortable. And I mean, if it wasn't for sex, we wouldn't be here to reproduce people. We wouldn't be here. 8 billion strong. I'm just saying, it's part of life.
Fact.
So that's all it is. Okay, so you had so you're all over the place. Dance hall, freaking reggae, Afrobeats, R&B, y ahora Tejano. Man, it's freaking versatile, as I mentioned in the beginning. It's freaking crazy.
And I have another song too, but it's like more it's like a tryout, like a trial. It's like a rap.
Got you.
But no, that rap is not my thing. They just put it on a soundtrack for a movie, but like that's not really my thing.
You never know. I do like your idea of what you were saying, because some of the things that I'm doing, I want to do the fusion, or at least the sprinkling of Latino of Mexican music in the track. Like you hear, even if it's a rap or something like that, but you hear a sprinkle of like regional or something that's Mexican.
Right.
What the hell?
Like a little switch.
Mexicano estuvo aquí. Like a Mexican was here.
Yeah.
Type of stuff. So I like that you'd like to fuse those new sounds to create something new, because I think that's pretty dope. And then some of the regionales are doing it, like mixing the English and Spanish too. Como Energía Norteña, they're doing the crossover in English. So, and it's sounding good. People are loving it. People are familiar with Neon Moon, pero ahora es como norteño style, and you'll be like, that sounds kind of nice.
Yes.
But I kind of see, when I heard you, not that same sound, but a fusion of like that, there would be like something that you can identify as being your type of sound.
Yeah. And it's like I said, right now I'm still in the exploring.
Gotcha.
It's like the Christi Lux sound of perfection, but I'm the type of person I get bored, so it's like I need to chill different. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll be doing a rock song.
Why not?
I don't know.
¿Te gusta Maná?
Caifán.
See, that's the thing about us Mexicanos, Latinos. We got everything to choose from. We like everything. Regional, bachata, cumbias, norteñas, banda, tamborazo. We got it all, like salsa, merengue, like hip hop, everything. De todo. Freestyle, all that. And we pretty much, just everybody that I know enjoys a little bit of it. Country. A veces a mí está la classical music. I don't even know why. But
hey, classical music is bad.
I freaking love it. Yeah, I'll be like,
relaxing.
Chill. Okay, so you had done a movie. You were acted on Texas Kill City that was supposed to be released in 2022. Did it ever come to fruition?
It's already released.
It is?
But they released it on a platform, so I don't know. There was some issues with it.
Okay, so it's out.
It is out.
And you play
Una cartel boss, Priscilla Espinosa. Yeah.
Se llama? She's the leader of a cartel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's pretty cool. How do you feel doing the acting? Did it come natural? Was it challenging? Was it a cool experience?
I enjoy all of that anyways.
Yeah.
I enjoy acting. It's fun to me. I have experience from the past, from growing up, because I was in teatro too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I enjoy something like that.
So those things prepare you think, those classes, to nowadays, whenever the opportunities come to do that, it helps you out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked your the other videos, the Vid Chronicles.
The Vid Chronicles,
I watched all yours. I might not watch the homies, all of them, but I watched all yours. And I was like, it was como like
the Armand?
Yeah. Pero como Rosa de Guadalupe vibe.
Ándale.
Kind of like that.
Cuando me ponen a mí, kind of like, I get beat up and all this stuff, but
But it gave me that type of feeling que lo hacen y luego al final at the end there's a reason or
a moral story.
A message or a moral story of, don't do that. Don't be sleeping with the teacher.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. I watched the other one. I really did. Are you still going to be doing some with them or yeah?
I mean, right now I'm trying to focus. I mean, I don't want to spread
spread too thin.
Spread too thin.
Too thin, yeah.
Yeah, so because I have a lot of stuff going on. So right now my main focus is music and working and getting a band.
So you're going to get a band so you can perform with the band too.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Have you started looking for people?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to know people, you know, and I'm actually in that song with Chile Lares. I don't know if you're familiar with the Homeboys. El accordion. El baterista ahí, but he actually plays accordion too. He's in my track too, so he was able to link up.
Okay, so now you just need to get that piece so you can start performing with that.
Well, I mean, if anybody that have a band or musicians.
Okay, one more time. Do one more to the camera.
So if there's any musicians
in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Dallas-Fort Worth area that's like willing to be in my band.
What are you looking for specifically?
I mean, what's in a band? Guitars, accordion, baterista, maybe some keyboards.
Drums and keyboards?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. If you're a musician that likes to dive into the Latino music and you're looking for an opportunity, Christi Lux,
make it happen.
Christi Lux might be able to make it happen for you. What would you say to somebody that's starting to do music like that kind of took the chance, kind of playing, but I think there was still, like you said, even when you were smaller, there was still that wanted to do it, but maybe life happened. But then at that time, whenever you saw the opportunity, even if it was jokingly, you still said those words, right? You could have just stayed quiet and not said nothing, but you said it, and that opened up opportunities. For somebody that kind of sort of see maybe a dormant dream of music, what would you advise them as far as the music?
I mean, dreams are possible through effort, through work, If it's something you truly want to do, go ahead and do it. Invest in yourself, invest in the career, put some money aside because if you don't have a label to other resources, it can get expensive, but I feel it's worth it, it's worth it. And eventually, you don't know who might you meet, and one thing will lead to another.
And shake hands more and talk more to people. Smile. That's true. That's the second time I hear more smiling. But when you say invest in yourself, can you elaborate more on that particularly? Because I think a lot of people just get that and like, what does that mean? What are you trying to say?
Well, there's nothing wrong. I'm not gonna knock your hustle, but a lot of people they don't wanna get professional quality. They just want to do it themselves. Oh, it's good enough. I record it myself. You might record yourself, but you're not a sound engineer. And there's a lot of people in artists that they want to do it all. They want to record themselves. They want to mix and master, and it's okay, but the quality is not gonna be all there. It's not gonna be quality that it's going to get played at the radio stations. There's certain sounds, right?
Yeah.
So invest a little bit more if quality
of your music. Mm-hmm. And then of course I think even if you don't have the money to like at least like get creative with the marketing part where putting yourself out there, going to free events, putting your face
sources,
printing something that you'll be able to give them to direct it to. But it's important to have quality music because when somebody hears, and let's say I'm a first time listener to your music and it sounds bad, like it's not because the song might not be good, it's because the sound coming through is not good.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to find it pleasant to listen to it. Especially somebody that's been around music is like, ugh.
Yeah. And I feel like too, there's a lot of people, I don't know, like the artists, they want to do certain sound and it's okay to just, it's like low frequency music. Too much trap or too much, I don't know. I feel like you need to put music that is more commercial to help you get different audiences, not just one type, one type of audience. I feel like you need to get as many audiences as you can. So to be more thoughtful in what you are putting out there.
Yeah.
As far as music.
Yeah, because you're all over the place, all over the freaking place. Africa, the Caribbeans, interviewing in Peru, men's all over, worldwide. Okay, we're running out of time, but real quickly, I have a couple more questions. All your social media and projects that you have coming up and the events you have going on.
Right now, I will invite everybody tuning in to follow me, Christi Lux Music in Instagram, Christi Lux Music on my social platforms, on digital music digital platform. Sorry. Yeah, can go and catch me in San Antonio for Fanfare on March 17th to the 19th. I'm going to be staying there for probably a week. I'm going to be doing a media tour down there. So that's pretty much what I'm working on right now.
Shout out to the new manager, too.
Nikki Nicole, Rocket Radio, Folk Caliente Wednesdays.
Stay tuned. Hit her up for some work, too.
Yeah.
So shout outs. Any shout outs you have?
Oh, I want to shout out to
Go.
Eddie Manso and Cesar Almazan from Laredo from the Goat brand for sponsoring me, for this amazing gear. Thank you so much. Nice. And say, other people involved in the team.
Are your earrings on? Are they lighting up? It looked like they were light up. Is the light? It looked like they were.
I don't know. Everybody involved too. That's helping me in my career. Thank you.
Okay, one more question. A couple more questions. Important lesson that you learned in the music business that you would tell your younger self, or not like a few years younger self, that will help somebody else. What would that be?
An important lesson?
Yeah, that you learned throughout your young music career that it was very important that you would tell somebody else.
Don't believe everybody. Don't fall for the first people that are trying to sell you a dream. Like actually study everything, because some people they'll steal money from you. They're telling you, "Oh, I'm gonna do this."
She did her research. She knows what zodiac sign I am. So she finds out about you now. She knows who you are. So that's cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's important because, man, it's so sad that there's people out here trying to take advantage of people and exploit your dream, especially when you're hungry and you dream and you have all these things that you want to do, and all of a sudden these people take advantage of it because they see it. They see tus ojos bien brillosos, like bien tontillo, and then like they take advantage of it. That's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. So yeah, just not everything that it shines is gold. So
that is true. Fool's gold too. Okay, so I say this one. I got two more questions. Yeah. Oh, one more question. I'll usually wake up in the morning times, kind of like you do, take the sun in. I usually say a mantra or a saying that I picked up from this guy. I'm not immortal. I am mortal, and I will die one day. And that's not like that I'm ready to go or scare me, right? But it makes me realize that we're not here for a long time. We're not here for ever. So we need to go ahead, and it makes me hurry up and do stuff now,
That.
So with that, after you have a long, prosperous, beautiful life, what will you want people to think about your life at the end?
Well, I'm trying to do this music so I can have this platform, so I can do good in this world. And one of the things that I want to be able to help is do some kind of rehab centers for people that they're battling drug addictions and stuff like that, and centers to really help Latinos or gente back for resources so they can, I don't know, like learn about their social, like the income tax, about the credit score, stuff like that. Because I feel like in school sometimes they don't teach you all that.
Yeah.
And so how you can get started. But I think one of the main problems that we have in communities is it's a drug problem. So
yeah,
rehab centers, they cost a lot of money to get help to people. So it's something that I would like to do.
That's awesome. And then with that work, that's what you want to be known, or people to think about your life?
No, just soy una homita, no partner.
Yeah. I think what you said is important because a lot of the time we want to sugarcoat like everything's perfect within our society, our Latino community and everything like that. And we don't want to talk about that uncle que unfortunately he just can't get out of an issue, a drug problem or things like that. And instead of like giving them help and enlightening them, not giving up on them, and we would not look the other way, like they don't exist, and especially within our community, instead of like, oh, look at me, I'm so perfect and this and that, but you're forgetting about the other homies that are still part of your life. Like, this is not part of who we are still, Right. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying we can't leave them stranded behind. And a lot of us in the community, the Latino community too, we don't have those help of those centers to take them to get help, those rehab places that they can get the help they need so they can just become part of the family still, because we just want to like...
families get destroyed too, like it's a lot of people that it's not only the person that they're hurting themselves, but it's actually like the whole family, and it's a lot.
Yeah, but people want to look away like it doesn't exist, like everything's perfect for you. I mean, it might be cool that your family, everything is perfect for you, but realize not everybody's like this sometimes, that they're not less human than you just because you got it together and your family was able to manage through all those traumas to get better, but doesn't mean everybody else has to figure it out yet,
Right.
So we can't just forget about them, So I like that. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna wrap it up, but it's amazing. Like again, like again, I know that you had said that it fell in your lap, but I think the little fire was still there, that you wanted to do more. And then it's great that you were able to say those words to him to open up the opportunities to the music for you. And now, man, all over Africa, the Caribbeans again, Mexico, everywhere. And now you.
What was it a coincidence? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. You have to put it out there. You have to bring it to existence. But this is called the Global Latin Factor too, if you are doing. So you are definitely our Global Latin Factor because you're definitely impacting people all over the place. You're connecting with people. You have tracks with people. So Christi Lux, you are a Global Latin Factor. Thank you for.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christi. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for taking us artists and the people that needs to be heard and creating a platform for all of us. Thank you for having me here again, and it's a pleasure.
Yeah. You're welcome. So whenever you're touring with your big band with 1,000 people, remember, come back over here one time.
For sure.
This was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember, we are just like you. We're human. We are the spice in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time. Thank you very much for checking out another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Subscribe to the channel. You are very important. It means a lot to us whenever you subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when we release new episodes. Again, it makes a big difference to us and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Walks like a pedo, but in fact he's a flamingo. Coming to Havana, Henry from Puerto Rico. On a pirate ship, he don't know where do we go. The birds